Boom. Whoa. There we go. And Shalom. Want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Kakadash, double honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone who rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to you sincere. I came out there pushing the truth across the four corners of earth. All right. I'm the brother Shaman of Great Millstone, Chicago. If you just look, this is during the weekend's performance during the Super Bowl. That stuff. And we know, Esau is the ultimate witch, and they operate, according to the left hand, the numbers, all of that. People talking about, this is Super Bowl 55, and then, 55. That's a number associated with, the occult, and I don't get into that deep, but with this kind of stuff, because we know they use these Super Bowls, because everybody's tuned in, everybody's locked in, right? Everybody has a bet on the line or some kind of, parlay they want, on the outcome, and they use it, man, for basically the agenda of the left hand side, man, of the workers of iniquity, of the workers of Satan. All right, and there it is. It just flashed. And this is how you know the wicked, because they won't just, straight up just leave it up there, but they kind of flashed it, real quick, like, so, you could just barely see it, boom, boom, and they flashed it, boom, and it kind of flashed it, but now it's gone, all right, and it's become, it's not even subtle anymore like it used to be, because it used to be, maybe they would do something, but it was like a symbol. But now they're just getting straight to it. All right, and this is the scriptures on that. This is 2 Timothy 3. Let's start at verse 8. All right, because one thing about this place, you got all these spirits, you got all these wicked spirits and stuff, and in the ancient world, you would put them out of your land. You would put these, wizards and warlocks, or you just put them to death, first and foremost. But the other ones, seeing that you did that, they would leave. All right, they would know, that's not tolerable. All right, we were able to do that, amongst our nation too, with the wicked. All right, the wicked were put to death, but this place, they promote and they allow it so heavy, so that everybody is potentially somebody who can fall prey into that. All right, and that's how we know we're at the end, man, because the Lord has to pretty much put this place under fire. This place has to be burned, and never occupied again. All right, this is Babylon. It says, but verse 8 says, now as Jannes and Jambres withstood Moses, so do these also resist the truth. Matter of fact, let me jump up to verse 7. It says, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. Yeah, that's the average Negro, Latino, Native American who, the internet is a great resource, but a lot of our people, they're just scrolling through. All right, they're just scrolling through. They're not looking to come to the truth. They're not looking to build towards anything. All right. And now, especially, everybody's indoors, everybody's inside, everybody's watching, social media and stuff. This should be the time where, people really get into the truth, especially with the Passover coming up. All right, because this could be the last, very well be, Lord willing, be the last Passover. It says, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. Now, as Jannes and Jambres withstood Moses, so do these also resist the truth. Men of corrupt minds reprobate concerning the faith. All right, so at the end of the day, it's annoying for a scoffer to come up, for them to talk shit, or, these people to do what they do at the job, out and about in the world. But at the end of the day, we know a lot of these people just have corrupted minds and they're reprobates. All right. So that's just part of the process, man. That's why the scriptures say, resist the devil and he shall flee. You know, it tells you give no place to Satan. You know, hey, at the end of the day, man, it's a fight. You know, the fight don't stop just because you want it to stop. It says, resist the devil and he shall flee. He's not just going to leave. You got to resist him. You got to call on the name. All right? This is a resistance at the end of the day, man. This is a righteous resistance. It says, hey, because the whole world, you know, the whole world has been given into the hand of the wicked. We are the last resistance left. That the Heavenly Father has given us that spirit, you know, to stand up against the wiles of the devil. All right, He's given us that shield. He's given us the sword. All right, this is verse 9. It says, but they shall proceed no further, for their folly shall be manifest unto all men, as theirs also was. But thou hast fully right. And all of those Jannes and Jambres, you know, they tried to they sent serpents at Moses. You know, his staff turned into a serpent and ate both of their serpents. All right, and you know, Esau has all these different tricks, you know, all these different miracles and wonders and smart technology and all this shit. But at the end of the day, like you said, man, they shall perceive no further. Their folly shall be manifest unto all men. All right, and the whole world is going to see the Lord make an example out of this place. That's one thing you have to keep in the back of your mind. At the end of the day, this place is going to be made an example of. You know, whatever happens to me, you know, hey, fuck it. Lord willing, I endure. Excuse me, it says, but thou hast fully known my doctrine, manner of life, purpose, faith, long suffering. That's charity, patience. All right, because that's part of it, man. Long suffering. You got to be willing to suffer. All right, you have to be willing to suffer. You have to know your purpose. You have to have faith. All right. Hey, man, that's a big one. I got to read that again. But thou hast fully known my doctrine. So you got to know the full doctrine, manner of life. Yeah, you got to know. You got to know what manner of person you're supposed to be. You have to know, you know, what your daily practices and everything is supposed to be. It's a purpose. Yeah, we know what our purpose is. Faith, long suffering, charity, patience. Persecutions, afflictions, which came unto me at Antioch, at Iconium, at Lystra. What persecutions I endured, but out of them all the Lord delivered me. Yea, and all that will live godly in Yahushua shall suffer persecution. So there's no avoid, you know, there's no avoiding it, there's no getting around it. You know, demons are gonna attack. This is what you signed up for when you counted the cost of becoming a priest and a prophet. All right, this is it. All right, that's why brothers are so head on when it comes to giving you the full breakdown and full understanding of the scriptures. All right, because if you give somebody the partial, you know, you just give them the sweet and not the bitter. When that bitter comes, it's gonna be like, man, what the fuck? All right, but understanding both sides of that coin, you know, you understand the whole picture. You know what I'm saying? That helps you count the cost. You can't count the cost if you don't understand what the opposition is going to be. All right. It says, but continue, verse 13, but evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse. And that's why I played that at the beginning, man, because, you know, a lot of these people who are in the limelight, who, you know, gain, you know, they have followers too, just like, you know, the Lord has his followers, his multitude, his flock. You got other people, they got followers too. They got millions of followers. Here it is. Wicked niggas got more followers than the Lord. All right, the true Lord of the Bible. All right, look at that in perspective. That just puts everything in perspective, man. You have wicked niggas who actually have more followers than the Lord of the Bible, the best-selling book of all time. All right. And I don't know what the exact number is, but you got niggas with multi-millions of followers. Some of them got probably billions of followers, billions of people who know their name and follow them and all this stuff. All right. So just to put that in perspective, it's in the popularity contest. All right, the Lord is looking for those with those attributes that we read above. Yep. And evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse. And I looked up that word for seducer because, I know what it is, but, one who seduces you to do some wickedness. But when you look it up, it says a juggler, enchanter, because incantations used to be uttered in a kind of howl, right? Like that story Macbeth, with the witches, eye of newt, liver of blaspheming Jew, they're howling to do their incantation. All right, a deceiver, imposter, and a lot of these musicians fall under that banner. Because what is the weekend on stage doing? He's singing, he's howling. All right. It said from Gaul to wail, properly a wizard, as muttering spells, that is by implication an imposter, seducer. Right. So one who, that's seducing you to the ways of Satan, and that's exactly, I think he just got some kind. I don't keep up with that shit, but I think he got some kind of ward or something, from and then he had his face was bandaged up, which that's the Lord putting that hell on his ass, for whatever deal that he made. All right, but basically, if you want to get into the limelight, you want to get into, millions of followers in these top positions, you're going to be willing to put something on the line to do that. All right? If you're a man, you're going to do certain things. Guess what? If you're a woman, you're going to do certain things. All right? So at the end of the day, man, we're followers of the Lord, man. We're not followers of these niggas. All right? Because look what they got to do just to sell out. And guess what? You sold out. All right? The NFL did well, for the little show, whatever. But guess what? This place is still about to burn. So all that shit was for nothing, man. This is your 15 minutes of fame. All right? So, hey, at this point, man, if you can't get it, I don't know what to tell you. They got what's that commercial that the elder from North Carolina put up with the chariots? All right, every year, man, they have something biblical in the commercials. It was the chariots this year. I think last year the brother from Houston put up one of the angels. You could see his face or something like that. All right, or I think it was another commercial too with the Most High in it, and he was, he actually looked like, what the scriptures describe him, looking like, even though no man can look at, the face of the Most High. So that, but anyway, they're putting all these different biblical messages up, you know what I'm saying? And guess what? The elect will see that, and then they'll look that up, and they'll be sealed, all right? So even though Esau's doing complete wickedness, and they're trying to, use the scriptures to mock the things of the scriptures, guess what? The Lord is going to use that to wake up and seal his elect if they're not already sealed, right? Which the apostles, have said that the elect probably already is sealed, you know what I'm saying? But, in either case, man, the Lord does what he will, all right? Because there it is. You got a lot of these prophecies, and people will say, well, that's not necessarily happening, and we can snap back if we do these certain things and modify this and that. But guess what? You got a whole bunch of stuff happening, like in China. You got people going weeks without eating, you know what I'm saying, because they live in a pretty much a dictatorship, and the government gives them food. You got certain people there who go weeks without eating, and then maybe they'll get, vegetables or something, and then they might have to go, well, not weeks, but they might have to go days without eating, or maybe if they do, it's a can of soup or something, it's a bowl of broth, all right? So, hey, man, don't never think that the Lord is not working. Never think that the Lord is not in control of these men, because he is, all right? Just like it said, evil men will wax worse and worse, and that's Esau. Call all y'all Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kagadash, Shalom, Abba Ball.